reflections right now are unreal.
Good morning. It is Monday, May 29th. It is Memorial Day. And with it, I wanted to go check out Eagle Falls as well. Dan got to go do it the other day after work and I haven't seen it yet. So today we're gonna do it a little bit different. We're gonna go down to VIKINGSHOLM, and with it, we're gonna hike up the trail towards Eagle Falls and check it out from there. So with it, come along. This is my favorite part of the road. We've got Emerald Bay on the right-hand side. Stunning. And a little ribbon of road. And then we've got Cascade Lake over on that side.
Okay, so to give a little context to where we're at today, you can see here South Lake Tahoe. So we drove out through Camp Richardson and then out through into Emerald Bay State Park. And then I'm going to zoom in here to kind of show you where we were hiking today. So here you can kind of see on the map Eagle Falls. So the initial parking area where we parked was right here. And then there's a little trail on this side of the road that brings you up to VIKINGSHOLM, because again, this parking lot here does cost money. And then we proceeded to just take this nice, long, gradual trail down. Again, it is about 300 to 400 feet in elevation loss and eventual gain that you'll have to do. And then you come here down to where the actual home is. And then we did do, there's a small section of trail you can hike up right to here, which is the lower Eagle Falls Trail. You are not able to get all the way back up here. So if you park in front of Eagle Falls alongside the road, that area is free parking, although albeit hard to get. We left this morning at 7:20 and there's about 5-6 spots open. So you gotta leave early if you want that. And then there is a trail, so you don't have to walk on the side of the road to get up to the VIKINGSHOLM parking lot. That parking lot does cost money, so and a lot of times it's very hard to get into. So if you're a bit of a frugal person, park in front of Eagle Falls and you can hike up and then start your hike down to VIKINGSHOLM. All right, Emerald Bay State Park, VIKINGSHOLM. It's not too bad. $3 for an hour, $10 all day. No dogs, no drones. So the hike down VIKINGSHOLM is on a very wide, gravelly, but probably a cement underbase for them to try to help with the drainage. So it is firm, nothing too crazy, but it is, I think, is it 300, 400 feet? Break? Something about that. You go down 300 to 400 feet. That's kind of cool. You also have a view down in Emerald Bay the whole way down. So I believe if you have low to moderate levels of fitness, you can get this hike done down in this unique Scandinavian built home. The other cool thing about this hike is, you know, you're typically focused on Emerald Bay and Lake Tahoe, but really, if you add in the other towering peaks that sit behind you, it makes for cool backdrops and just a unique environment here. Gotta see if I can find myself a 4-leaf clover. So as you've probably done about 85 or 90% of the hike down, it turns from a dirt road to a paved path. And then you know you're almost down to VIKINGSHOLM. Also, there's for sure one bench, maybe two, along the trail. So if you need a rest break, there's at least one of those. These trees are so impressive. This just gives it a bit of scale. Stuff like this I don't get. I mean, you got plastic, more plastic, wrappers. People, please, just pick up your stuff. We'll pick this up and throw it away. Pretty cool, they got the grass roof design. Now, they also do offer tours. Unfortunately, we're not here at a time where we can take a tour, but I know that does exist. So if you're interested more on the history and what's inside, look online at probably recreation.gov or California State Parks, and you can get more information there about how to get a tour. Right, so since we were not able to do the tour, I'll just give you a brief rundown of this property and what it was used for. So ultimately, Mrs. Laura Josephine Knight bought the land. It reminded her of many of her travels to Scandinavia. And ultimately, she had a Swedish architect design the home. It was completed in the fall of 1929, and ultimately they had many summers there where she had guests coming in and hosting people in that area. And then ultimately it was sold to a rancher from Nevada, Lawrence Holland. He sold it to Harvey West from Placerville, and then in 1950, Mr. West, a philanthropist, noted with the state of California that he would donate 1/2 of the appraised value of the land and the VIKINGSHOLM property outright if the state would pay him the other half. They were agreed on in 1953, and it has been a state park since this time. So we are now heading to the lower Eagle Falls section. So from where you can see from the road, I believe that's considered the upper falls, and we're gonna head up from where we're at and check out the lower falls. So this is a bit more technical, if you will, a little steeper with steps, a little more narrow, but if you're up for that, this is definitely worth heading up to see the lower falls, in my opinion. As you get closer, the sound intensifies. Pretty cool. We're back to the top. We hiked back up the same trail, and then we just came to a side view here of Eagle Falls, just to kind of spend a little bit of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this trail preview of VIKINGSHOLM and Eagle Falls. We'll catch you at the next one.